Hello. Ta-da. One moment, please. Welcome, Facebook. Welcome, YouTube. So, welcome back. A second. Welcome back, or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. This is day 3 of balance. And yeah, Sunday yum. We always spend it on the floor. And I'm really dwelling on, what balances us. I'm really enjoying thinking about it, wondering about, where I have balance in my life, where I don't, how to cultivate more of a sense of balance in me. At what point in the day do I reach towards the things that don't balance me? And how do I catch myself just before that? So come rest down into your child's pose and we will just think about balance a little bit more. So come. So you're in a child's pose and you're resting down, your arms are long, and just drop your head forward and let it rest forward. As always, if your arms are in any way uncomfortable, then bring your arms back. And just deepen your breath into your belly. So as you breathe, notice the way the shins are resting on the floor. When you feel the weight traveling into your shins, into your knees, into the front of your feet, do your feet feel even and equal in size or not? So for me, it's really dramatic, the difference in size between my two shins, my 2 feet. And then without changing my position, I'm just going to lean me a little bit more into the side that isn't as heavy, but not weight, just more like send your presence or your attention into the shin, into the foot, into the knee. That feels a bit less. Often I feel like it's a bit like leaning on the side of a tent or leaning into cling film, trying to change my center of attention a little bit wider to include more of me. Just lean a bit down into that leg that's less. Nice. Great. So when you feel into the torso as it rests on your thighs, lean a bit into the side that, and it's not physically moving, it's just bring your attention from the side that's full into the side that's a little bit less. And again, leaning into the arm that's a bit less. For me, it's all one side of the body. It's like, oh, this side I need to pay more attention to. Side of my face, my arm, my shoulder, just sending a little bit more of me down into it. Nice. Great. So coming forward into your cat pose and then rounding your back, arching your back, rounding your back, arching your back, rounding your back, arching. And then walk your hands one handprint forward from where they are, just a tiny bit forward, and then we're going to travel. So rounding your back, bring your bum back towards your heels, and then look forward, travel forward. Rounding your back, draw your bum back towards your heels, arching. You can either bend your elbows or keep your arms straight. Rounding, sit your bum back, arching, traveling forward, and then the other direction, drawing backwards through the sit bones, arching, and then rounding, coming forwards, arching, going back. One last time, rounding, coming forward. Nice. Bring your hands under your shoulders, just shoulder shrug, squeeze your shoulders back, push your shoulders forward. So really exaggerate the movement of your shoulders in relationship to your rib cage. Rounding, squeezing back, pushing your hands forward, squeezing your shoulders back. Make big circles with your shoulders. And roll in the other direction. Nice. Come lie on your back all the way down. So lying on your back, your knees are bent. Bring your arms out into a T beside you, and then just sway your knees from side to side. As you sway your knees, just allow yourself to hear the deep of your belly and your pelvis. Remembering that side of you that you were less present in or less aware of. And let yourself feel both sides of your body. So for me, I have to stretch one side a little bit more. It's like I have to kind of push into the cobwebs of me, really inhabiting that slightly less. And just feel that. Nice. Squeeze the right knee up onto your chest, hug it in. And then round yourself forward to bring your ear towards your knee or your nose towards your navel. And then bring your feet to the floor. Draw your left knee up towards you, squeeze it in. And then bring your ear to your knee. It's never going to get there, by the way. It's just the direction, nose to your navel. And lowering down. Nice. Push down into your feet. Roll up along your spine. Just roll up and down and hear the deep of your spine. So always the first few times that I make this movement, I hear the creaky of me. And so as you move, like we've been moving the last few days, see if you can stay present to the full of the movement. Stay present to both of your feet on the floor and how both sides of your body are pushing down into the floor and your hips are lifting up. And you're trying to map the two sides of your body as we move. Both arms are resting down and both feet are active and strong. Rolling up, rolling down. Nice. One more time. Balancing the front of the body and the back of the body, the left and the right. Nice. So draw the right knee up onto your chest. Lift your head. Draw your nose towards your navel. Lower your foot down. Lift your hips up. Drop your bum down. And draw the left knee up towards you. Lifting your head. Look towards your navel. Foot down. Rising up. And again. Right knee up towards you. Lift your head. Lowering down, lift your hips. Last one. And draw your left knee up towards you. Lift your head. And drop your feet. Rising up. Nice. Pause on the up. Shoulders are steady. Reach down into your fingers. And then reach your hands up towards the ceiling. Fingertips are touching. And round your shoulders forward. And as you round your shoulders forward, for me, it's like it clicks or connects something through into the pelvis. And I can squeeze a little bit deeper through the buttocks and lift my hips a little bit higher. Breathe into your belly. Notice, are you on the baby toe side of your feet or the big toe side of the feet? See if you can be even through both sides of your feet. Breath is in your belly. So notice the movement here. We're balancing. We're balanced on the shoulders and on the feet. There's parts of our body that are in the air. There's that movement, that kind of wobbly movement that happens when we're balancing. Nice. Lower your bum down. Stretch your arms wide. Walk your feet so they're as wide as your mat. So there's that sense of feeling the edge of your mat underneath your feet. Drop both knees down to the right. Turn your head towards the right and really feel like your neck is softening and that left hip is dropping. Deepen your breath into your belly. Let it really settle down into the deep of you. many of us in August had different strategies as to what to do. Some people went back and did glide again. Some people did move. Some people did last August's classes. And somebody so wonderful went back and did all the Sundays. So yum. So amazing. There's a year of Sundays. No, a month of Sundays. Coming all the way back. Well, there is a year of Sundays, but it's actually, you could do a whole month of Sundays. Bring your knees back up to center. Drop your knees to the left. Turn your head to the left and really feel like your neck is softening and your gaze is soft as you gaze towards the left. And your right hip is softening. In our practice, we're always trying to find the right balance between surrendering, engaging, pushing and pulling, deepening and staying connected and strong and up. Just feel that. Chico's coming to visit. Hey, Cheeks. How you doing? Great. Bring your knees back up to center. So squeeze both knees up onto your chest. Hug them in. Nice. And then stretch both legs up towards the ceiling. And then Zena's come as well. Squeeze your knees up onto your chest. And then stretch your legs up towards the ceiling. Nice. Squeeze your knees up onto your chest. And then stretch up towards the ceiling. Off you go, Cheeks. Go on. Squeeze your knees up onto your chest. And lengthen up towards the ceiling. Nice. So bend your knees and reach your arms. Keep your elbows on the floor to begin with. And then just sway your knees slowly from side to side. And as your knees go to the left, you'll notice that you have to push the left elbow really firmly into the floor. And when your knees move to the right, you have to push the right elbow into the floor. So exaggerate that pushing. So as your knees travel to the left, push the left elbow more. As your knees travel to the right, push your right elbow more. Really exaggerate the balancing of what you're doing, the stabilization. Nice. Knees to the left, push with the left. Knees to the right, push with the right. Nice. Stretch both arms up towards the ceiling and make the same movement, but keep your hands steady. Don't let your hands move. And suddenly the movement, you can't stabilize in the same way. It's utterly different. Like what? How are you making this movement now? How are you balancing the weight of your legs as they travel from side to side? How is that working? Just feel that. And then we're going to do the zombie twist. That's where your arms travel to the right and your knees travel to the left. And now you're counterbalancing by floating your arms over to the side. Go this way. And so as my knees go right, my arms go left, but I'm not just making the gesture with my hands. I'm actually actively, like I'm not going as far as what I'm like playing deeply with my weight. And so my arms are only moving when I feel like I'm going to fall. So as my knees move to the left or the right, I feel the moment where I'm going, I can't go any further. And then I begin to move my arms. So I'm counterbalancing rather than just swinging my arms from side to side. So feel the moment where you need your arms and then gently and steadily travel into the space. So how do you balance here? How do you really feel the moment of, I'm going to fall, and then go, whoa, and your arm will grab you. It will bring you back. Just feel that moment. How do you play with the weight of your arm against the weight of your knees? One more time each side. Nice. Cool. Come lie on your belly all the way down. And then bring your hands beside you and just rise and look way down the beach. So squeeze your bum, lift your toes, look down the beach. And then stretch your right arm straight out to the side, bend your left knee, and bring your left foot over towards the right side. Listen to that right shoulder as you go. And just let your left foot, oh, what is that? Left foot land on the floor or wherever it lands. Let it be gentle in your belly, in your shoulder. Come back to center. Rise. And then lengthen the left arm and bring the right foot over towards the left. Back to center. Rise. And then left foot over towards the right. So just begin to travel from side to side. In the middle, you're always lifting. So rise. And then over towards the left with your right foot. Rise. And then travel. One more time. Rise. And travel. Super cool. So bring your elbows to the floor. Rise up into your cat pose for a moment. Look over towards the right foot. Look over towards the left foot. Nice. And then draw a circle with your spine, like your belly and your spine are rolling like a skipping rope or like a big circle or barrel or whatever way you see it, a washing machine. And then roll in the other direction. Nice. So your hands, bring them slightly wider and then bring your right knee forward to your right hand. And so if you like the pigeon pose, then lengthen the left leg back and rise up onto your fingertips, lifting up through the torso. Or if you know that your right knee is slightly vulnerable, bend your left knee and come forward or rise up so that your two knees are bent, you're in zigzag and you're lifting up through the spine. Okay, so either you're in pigeon, that's the back leg is straight, or your knee is bent and you're in zigzag. Okay, listen to the right knee, most importantly here. And then just lengthen wherever you are, push your fingertips down, lengthen up through your spine. How do you soften the right? And engage and lengthen into the left. How do you deepen your breath into your belly? What's the right amount of effort here for you? You know, how do you manage to stay well in the midst of the strength of this, the depth of this? Nice. Coming forward, either you're in zigzag or you're in pigeon. Bring your elbows forward, rest your belly deeply down onto the right thigh, and really find just how do you settle here? That combination of supporting yourself with your elbows and sinking yourself a bit deeper into your hips. Soften the right buttock and roll the left hip a bit closer to the floor. If you want, you can lift the back knee off the floor, the left knee, if your leg is back in pigeon, or just settle in if you're in zigzag. Nice. Bring both hands to the floor and then bring yourself back into the cat pose. Pause. Nice. And then bring the left knee forward to the left hand again. If your left knee is more vulnerable, then come into zigzag. So you just bend both knees, you're in zigzag, or come rest into a pigeon pose. So you're listening. You're deeply listening to that left knee, and you're really allowing yourself to hear how you respect your body in this moment. Respect the signals it's giving you. Don't override yourself. Listen. And there's value in really deeply listening to your body. There's such importance in really deeply listening to your body. Nice. If you're in zigzag, bring your elbows to the floor. If you're in pigeon, bring your elbows to the floor. Rest your belly down. You can, if you want, lift the back knee off the floor. All the time, though, you're softening into the left buttock and just having that sense of really sinking a bit deeper into the right. Breath is down into your belly. Nice. Rising up Come into your cat pose. And just rounding your back, arching your back, rounding your back, and arching. Come rest into your child's pose. Rest your forehead down. And then just think of something that you're grateful for, something that brings you joy. I'm not dropping my head down. I sound like Darth Vader if I'm talking down there in my child's pose. So just settling in, feel your breath, feel the gratitude, and let the gratitude, like, name the thing that you're grateful for. You know, this morning, the crescent moon in the sky. Oh, it was so beautiful, like stunning, so beautiful. And so, what are you grateful for? And then really feel the gratitude. Gratitude is a kind of love. Just feel it, deepen your breath into it, cultivate a sense of gratitude, a sense of kindness, a sense of love deep in you. Nice. So have a wonderful Sunday. I've gone a bit over time. I'm so sorry. Um, Stay there, lie on your back, do what you need to do, rest. And I will see you all tomorrow. Hope you're continuing to notice what brings you joy, what brings you balance, and yeah, what a nice adventure. I'll see you all tomorrow. Great way to start the day, and thanks. Very grateful for this. So yeah, so if you're feeling benefit, as always, it's really awesome, the contribution. And those of you, my yogi tribe, thank you so much. This brings me joy, and it's awesome sharing it with you. So yeah, have a great day, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Oh yeah, I'm pickling beetroot. I'm making tomato ketchup. I'm making carrot crackers. It's pretty busy here in my kitchen at the moment. Harvesting everything. Grapes, I'm harvesting. Don't know what to do with my grapes actually. I've made grape jelly in the past, and then grape liqueur and all kinds of stuff. So we'll see. I'll see. Maybe I'll just eat them. So great. I will see you all tomorrow, and be well. And yeah, ciao.